Good morning. It's Valerie.
Morning.
Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker, and her daughter, Nikki, in her car. Oh, I hope everybody's having a good morning. It is the 27th of December, and it's cold. It is cold. I don't even know how
It's like
much
18
is
below
it?
here.
It's 5 below, and I don't even know what the wind chill is right now. Ugh, it's just awful.
It's freaking cold here.
It's frigid. Frigid. Yeah, I think it's so cold. This might sound a little weird, but I think I burnt my butt this morning. Not like that. Like I sat on a chair outside, like one of those wrought iron chairs. I sat down and like when I got up, I felt like my butt was like burnt or something. I don't know.
Jack Frost bit your butt.
There you go. That'll leave a sight in your head. Pretty crazy. Nikki's probably saying, "What in the? Why is she even telling you this? What is she doing?"
No, I'd have probably told that story.
And
Hello, I'm
then,
the one who told the story on my show about me peeing on my foot when I had athlete's foot. So,
well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
if
So, yeah,
my
and
car gets too noisy, let me know.
okay, but yeah. So I have that little. I could still feel it. Like there's a little area on my butt that's like sore. I don't know. Anyway, on a lighter note, yeah, Nikki gave me the nickname of Charlie this morning. During my mail call video, I forgot to turn on the headphones, so I did a little, what do you call it? Silent movie. Yeah, exactly, Hank. Like freezer burn. Exactly.
Yeah.
It hurts. So anyway, you're
So
gonna
I
get
call
all
her
kind.
Charlie for Charlie Chaplin.
Yep. Oh well. Silent pictures. Yep. Oh well. If you
Hey,
can't
if you can't
laugh
be
with
made fun
them,
of by your friends, who can you be made fun of? Bye.
so true. So very true. Yeah, I had pretty good sales. I think I sold 9 yesterday,
Oh.
so not too shabby. Larry says he's got a whole crap load of free snow to give away. He said he got hammered and they made the news.
He can keep that shit too.
Good morning, Sally.
Morning.
Morning, Nikki.
How you doing?
I'm almost there.
You're almost
I'm
there.
almost there. Yeah,
You're
I only got one more night to work.
Oh.
I thought you were off tonight. Oh, you got one more, and then you're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! Party time.
And my son made coffee, and so.
Oh, wow. Even got some whipped cream on the top.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love coffee with whipped cream.
Good job. Kudos to the sun.
Yeah.
Be fancy. Whipped cream and all.
Shantae says one of my boys started saying not too shabby thanks to me watching your live streams all the time. Well, you're welcome. Oh
Not too shabby.
my gosh. My dear peers, good morning. He says y'all are making news for too much snow and sub-zero temperatures. Meanwhile, chihuahuas are fighting coyotes in Florida. Oh my gosh. That'll make the news. Ah, that's awesome, Hank.
The lady at the gas station this morning, she tells my husband, well, on a positive note, it's going to be above 0 tomorrow. He goes, yeah, like 1.
You're moving up at least. Moving up
She's
on
tried to make the best of it, Nikki. You just sent her right back down, didn't you?
We're moving up just to go back down.
Well, yeah.
Telling you
I
what,
understand. I understand.
it was a cold piece of crap out there today.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't sit on any wrought iron furniture. Don't do that because you get freezer burn on your butt. Like me.
Is that what you did?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, well, I'll sit down because, I had just gotten up and everything and the dogs had to go out. And I was like, well, I'll sit down for a minute. And I was like, oh man, this is not, I hope I can get back off of the chair.
It's a good thing you didn't have no skin showing. You'd be like the kid on Christmas Story with his tongue stuck to the pole.
Oh man, wouldn't that be a sight?
Oh my God, you have to call the fire department.
My
That would be
ass
a
is
story,
stuck to
wouldn't
the
it?
chair. Somebody help me.
You would definitely have to leave town.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to get. I'd have to get away from here.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Let's see. Mary O says, "Is it wrong to take money that you got as a gift for Christmas and buy stuff for eBay? Would you do it?" Heck yeah, I've done it. I've done it. Absolutely.
It's for you. I mean, it shouldn't matter what it's for.
Yep.
I mean, if somebody says you need to go buy yourself a blank, if they know you need something,
Right.
then I could see that, because the next time you see that person, they'd be like, oh, did you buy that thing that I gave you money for?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, no, I bought shit for eBay, but yeah. They don't really want to do that. But
if the thing is if they wanted you to have something specific, they would have went and bought the item specifically. If they give you money,
right,
it's pretty much a free reign,
mm-hmm.
So you do what you want with it,
Yeah.
If they say get yourself something nice, well, I think it's open to whatever you wanna do.
I sold a Christmas dress, or not a Christmas dress, a wedding dress last night.
You did?
Mm-hmm. It's going to the Northern Territories.
Where's
which
that?
is above Canada. It's like that little thing above Canada.
Ooh, nice.
And he sent me a message and was like, the reason, what I'm going to do with it, like telling me what he's going to do with it, or she, or whoever it is. I guess they dye them. They like take all the appliques off of it and everything. They dye them and then take the collar off or whatever and switch collars like to whatever style they want, and then put the appliques back on. And they said that they were keeping this for their personal collection.
Oh wow,
because it's so pretty. So
Cool.
I was like, that's awesome.
That is very good.
It's going to Kentucky first, or not Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kentucky. Erlanger.
Kentucky. Yeah. My dear peers, on one of my eBay accounts, I got a free, no fee, even if it sells for 5 items by January 10th. No seller fees or final value fees, nothing fee. That's awesome. That is really cool.
I got something. I don't know if that's what it was or not, though. I think it's just this is just a hot list.
Yeah. That's really cool. Wish I could get me one of them.
My dear Pierce says my calendar's almost right. I guess it's almost January.
Why did he say that?
Because it's almost January. My calendar says January.
Oh. Gotcha. I need to get me a calendar. I haven't gotten a calendar yet.
Brandon got this one. He got me 2 of them. Because I have one right here where my new picture taking area is, right in front of me.
Right.
And that calendar is right up against that. So that I can pull it over and write on it.
Yeah.
This one is more for like appointments and stuff like that. So I want them 2 separate ones.
Yeah.
So
cool.
And he got these for $1.49. Like, we have a dollar store that's not a dollar store. It's not just $1 or whatever, but it's not the Dollar Tree or anything. But he got it for $1.49, which is pretty dang cheap for that big of a calendar.
Yeah. Let's see.
My daughter's giving you shit, Sally.
Uh-oh.
My daughter's giving you shit.
Why?
Because you said we have it was at the store, the dollar store that isn't $1. Everything's not $1. Like, yeah, we have those too. It's called Walmart, Menards. any store pretty much that everything's not $1.
No, it's actually called Dollar Dave's. It's called Dollar Days, and it's but it's everything in there is not $1. It's $1 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hank says they went to Mama's yesterday afternoon and installed her new lights to convert from fluorescence to LED. And for some unknown reason, I got into my head that I was going to sing whale sound songs. So it went over like lead shit, but oh man, I about died laughing at myself. It is 5 degrees negative degrees here. Karen's at the beach wanting to know. Yeah, it's still cold. Like, you're just out there for a second and you can feel your whole nose and nose hairs and everything that's in there just dry right up. Like, it just feels crispy, and makes my nose itch. And Alexa plays well songs, huh?
Huh. Interesting. I actually think I'm going to get one of those
Alexas.
Yeah.
What is it for?
Well, you can I don't know, it talks and it does things, and I don't know.
Just for some company?
Well, yeah, you can talk to it. You could say, Alexa, what's the temperature today? and she'll tell you what the temperature is. Or you could say, Alexa, play this song by this singer. Or I guess that's how it works. Upload your home audio to Google. Yeah, I don't know how it works. We draw names at my in-laws, and we were talking about it the weekend before. And I said, I remember I said something like, "Oh, that that would be a great gift to get or something." And so when I got this little mailbox as a gift, and I was like, "What the heck?" And then there was a little note inside and said, "Apparently everybody wants this because I can't find it anywhere, but it's on its way and it'll come to your house." So I was like, "Oh, okay."
So you're getting what?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I think it's that Alexa.
Oh.
But I don't
that
know.
Would be awesome.
I don't know for sure.
My daughter got an Alexa. That was pretty cool.
I might get a bag of coal. I don't know.
That's what I'd get. I've been bad girl this year.
Oh, Killian, I have to go shovel the roof and get mail down. Get the mail down. An icy, steep driveway. What the? Oh, man, that's Be careful.
Yeah. We can't even shovel right now. Like, I tried to shovel last night at the store, and it's so frozen that you can't move it. It's that cold. You can't move the snow unless you have probably like a snow blower. I mean, Brandon got our drive clean and everything, but it is just, there's parts of the store that need to be shoveled and I can't do it.
Yeah.
So
it's 15 below here today. It's supposed to be a high of -1.
Oof. Oof.
Keeping it classy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not in San Diego though.
San Diego. Say it right.
Oh man.
San Diego.
That was an epic fail right there. Epic fail.
On a plus note though, the sun is out.
Oh, that is a good thing.
Yay.
I mean, how is it that cold with the sun?
I don't know.
Well,
because we're by the lake.
The sun is far away.
We're by the lake.
Yeah, but it's supposed to bring the heat.
That's why it's only going to be 1 below today. It's 15 below now. With the sun out now, it's going to warm up to -1.
Oh my God. It's supposed to be 11 here today. And that's just still too cold. It's just not right.
Well, if it's above 0, I'm happy. But below 0, that shit is, ugh.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Trying to find out what the... Oh, I guess it feels like -5, so... Pretty day. The high today is 13, and the low is 8. We're moving up. Tomorrow's supposed to be 27. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a heat wave.
See, 27. That sounds good to me. I mean, that's normal. Like, that's our normal winter weather. You know, I'm good with 30. You know, I mean, 30's cold still, but it's better than freaking negatives. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
It's just too cold. Are your fingers freezing without gloves on, Nikki? Karen,
not in my car, but outside it does.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to do like a couple of quick things outside this morning. Oh my gosh, I almost froze.
And then my thermostat is sticking on my car. So when I drive down the road, it's not as warm as when I'm sitting still.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to put some cardboard in front of my radiator so that just inside my radiator, just inside my grill, I should say, until it's warm enough for Gary to fix it.
Yeah.
Because I have his garage full, so he can't get in there. I hear that every time something goes wrong and he can't get in his garage to fix it.
I better empty that sucker out. Empty it out and list all that stuff.
Did you see what Daniel did to his face?
No.
I guess he was working on his. So Daniel is my son-in-law, and yesterday he was working on his car, and he had a wrench on a bolt, and I guess it slipped off and popped him right between the eyes. And I don't think he broke it. It looks broken, but I think it's just swollen. But yeah, he had like blood gushing and everything, but wouldn't go to the doctor or wouldn't go to the hospital, of course. And so yeah, he looks pretty rough.
Did Julie post pictures?
Yep. She said you should see the other guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not good.
Oh, poor thing.
Not
yeah,
good
his
at
nose
all.
looks broken.
But, you know, I told her, I said, just make sure that he can breathe through his nose. I said, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I said, if he's not, and there's like no continuous, you know, it's not bleeding or anything. So, hopefully he'll be all right.
Man, he does, his nose is like 3 times the size of what it should be. Oh, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. But then he'll have some, I told her he's probably going to have black eyes this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I seen that and I automatically thought, you know, like car accident type of thing. And as soon as I seen him, I was on the phone. I think I was talking to Jessica and I said, I got to go for a minute, and called her right up, and, you know.
Yeah.
She said, we're okay. Everything's all right. Of course, he won't go to the doctor. So.
Man. Stubborn old men.
Yep.
Sounds like something I do.
Yeah, he's okay. I guess he's fine. He just needed to take some Advil, and I guess he relaxed the rest of the day. So.
Hank says, a deer tried to attack the truck on the way home. It took 20 minutes for the adrenaline to chill. Oh. I mean, I think it'll be okay if, you know, it's not broken, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and, you know, I you know, sent her to the store for the steri strips and everything, and but she didn't go. He told her not to go, that it would be okay. And I guess they, you know, it wasn't like it was a gaping hole or a gaping laceration. So I think it should heal together. So
yeah,
that should be fine. Just put some Neosporin on it, and, you know. What the heck? Yeah, I hope your daughter's okay. Yeah, Killian, be careful on that roof.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like it's safe, then, you know, get somebody else to do it. You don't need to do that. That's I know it's got to be done because, you know, if you get too much snow on your roof and all that, but man.
Yeah, I could collapse the roof and stuff.
Yeah. But
our problem is whenever it starts melting. When it starts melting, that's when we have to start having problems because it starts sliding off the roof.
Right.
And, you know, there will be a ledge, you know, like this far overhanging of ice, you know, like a solid brick of ice, like this deep, you know. So you have this ledge that's coming over the edge of the roof, you know, and Brandon has to take a shovel and actually break it off, you know, going down the side of the, well, mostly by the porch and stuff, but it's scary. I don't like that part. I
Yeah, I
really
don't
hate
blame you.
Oh, she
Oh,
has solar panels.
well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't make it any better, but it
It
doesn't make sense that you got to clear them, you know. Don't have
yeah,
much of it.
we have one of those. It's like a long-handled shovel, but it's got like or a hoe. It looks like a hoe, but it's got a long blade on the end of it, and it's used to shovel off the roof. But you'd have to have a ladder because our roof is like flat.
Right.
So you have to have a ladder to do anything with it, really. But we try to do the best we can with that. But
yeah. Killian says it's sunny out today. It's just my mom and I, and my mom can't do it. 2 women living in the middle of the woods. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
a roof rake.
A roof rake, yeah. I'm just going to use what Sally's talking about with the ladder.
That's good.
That's the best way to go, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little safer like that. Don't get on that roof. That's just
I wonder with the solar panels though, if she wants to wrap something around that metal, because I don't know if that would scratch the solar panels or ruin them. I don't know. You know, she's going to use the long handle thing. I wonder if she should put something around it. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works. If you have to use like a pad or something when you're close to the solar panels, I don't know.
But I'm sure this ain't her first rodeo. I'm sure she knows what to do.
Well.
Oh.
I didn't oh my gosh. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't have a listing party last night. I was tired. Yesterday was a very busy day. All those packages and getting all that stuff done. And so it was a busy day. I
have a sore ankle.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Huh.
I haven't hurt it in any way, but it's swelled up and I got a lump on it. It hurts really bad.
Wow.
And then, well, once I'm up on it, it's fine. But it's like, after a while, I'm fine. I'm standing up, but when I first get up on it, it's really sore, really bad. Like I can hardly walk on it.
Wow.
And then after I walk on it for a while, it's better, but it still hurts a little bit, but it's better. I don't know. I didn't do anything to it. I'm waiting for the first of the year to go and have a bunch of shit checked out with my insurance.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
I get 3 visits a year for free, so the first visit, he's going to have a whole list of shit he's got to check out.
Yeah. Get to work.
Let's get all this in one visit.
Yeah. Get it all done. And you don't have to worry about it the rest of the year.
I make a list and give it to him. This is all the things you have to check out in this one visit. I'm going to have a heart test, too.
Killian says, neither do I, but I was thinking just a clear spot of getting on the roof. Throw some sand on there and hand clean them. She said it's not much of a pitch. It's a mobile home. Yeah, whatever you do, be careful. Just be careful. If you think you can do it without any problems, then you need to do whatever you got to do. I mean, especially with solar panels, you got to make sure you have power.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But just be careful. You're welcome. So what's everybody got going on today? Ooh, I think I'll take a nap. Binge watch some shows. Binge watch some shows.
List some items because you were supposed to do 100 yesterday.
No, that wasn't yesterday. That was Christmas Eve and Christmas.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I still haven't came clean with that. I gotta message Steve and Steph and let them know. Because
we got anything else going out today?
But yeah.
Naked Man says hi.
Hi, Naked Man. Don't be sitting on any wrought iron.
Don't sit on any wrought iron furniture. Valerie said.
I will if I want.
Oh.
What'd you do with my tape gun?
Right here.
That's awesome, Killian. Larry says he's doing some more cleaning of snow for the next system coming through.
Ugh, I don't want any more systems.
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of snow?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
No. We got probably, I don't know, maybe a couple inches on the ground, maybe.
Mm.
Okay,
I mean, even when it snowed the other day, we just got like an inch. It wasn't that much.
Oh.
So.
Hand me my phone right there, please.
I need somebody to go put the flag up on the mailbox.
Naked Man, sitting on the frozen things all he can. Oh my gosh. I wasn't gonna tell anybody about that, but I don't know. It didn't slip, but I just opened my mouth and there it goes.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you have looked at this website or not. It's called Watch Count.
Watch Count.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dusty's shared it with us a couple of times on his show and stuff. It shows what's the highest things that are that have watchers, like how many watchers it has. It has categories.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to clothing, like it has things that are being watched on eBay, like it's crazy. Okay, the first thing that comes up is women's skinny, colorful jeggings, stretchy, sexy pants, soft leggings, pencil zipper. That's the listing. And it says there's 10,634 watchers, like total, on that listing. The price is $7.99. So this is a free site where you could watch. You could look at
items being watched.
Yeah, like it'll give you a really good idea. To if you're going sourcing. You go on there and you see what's selling. Yeah, stretchy and sexy. That's right.
All in the same sentence.
The next thing is women's crop frill shift slim fit peplum blazer. So it's a blazer or a coat. Ladies size 8 to 24. Price is $11.35. And so, if you have, that you have a blazer or jacket, you'll know that, those are selling right now. Those are high in demand. So,
right.
Make sure you get that up.
There you go. But, back in the day, I guess, it used to be where, what was it called? Like, when you looked at the watchers, you could actually say, oh, that's probably going to be a sale, and these days you can't do that because watchers don't equal sales.
Right.
Watchers are people shopping and they're looking for the best deal. I do that. If I'm looking for something and I find something that might work, I'll watch it and then go and search a little bit further and see if I can find anything else. And if I can't, then I'll come back. Huh?
What was that?
That was me.
Oh, you scared the crap out of me.
He like dived.
I was about to hit my second monitor when I was climbing over my bed, and I just like slammed into the wall.
Oh my God. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, Valerie, did you hear that?
It's thunder.
That's pretty loud. But yeah. True.
But they have a what's hot on eBay. Like all of the keywords that are hot on eBay right now. First one's free shipping with the exclamation point. Next one is Jamboree, gold coin, baseball card, laptop, Titanic, toy/hobbies, tickets, Harley Davidson, yin yang, Disney, and Elvis Presley. I mean, and there's probably like 50 more words right there.
Wow. And
so like it kind of gives you, you know, a good idea. I mean, if you do free shipping, I would do free shipping with an exclamation mark, because that's what's popular. You know? Or, you know, I don't know if it would be good to go against that, you know, like if you have something Jamboree that you want to sell, would it be good to put Jamboree because that's the second word on here, or would it be good to go against that and, you know, put it in you know, don't make the first letter uppercase, make it lowercase, and, you know, be different.
Right.
I mean, would that be better to do, or would it be better to go, you know, go with this because it's what's hot? So you never know. I think it's just kind of cool to watch stuff like, or to look at stuff like that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting.
And you can look up anything, you know. So it's, you know, it's kind of good to have just for you know, just if you want to look up a certain thing, you know, just for like research purposes.
Right. Huh. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense here.
Are you looking at it?
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I do notice is there's a lot of, I'd say the majority of the items are, it looks like they're more of a, how would you say, like wholesale drop ship kind of, you know, items.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily just like one-offs.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, though.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
Hank says the thunder whales are rising up.
Uh-oh.
My kid just went, good job.
Yeah.
They have peppermint cocoa at the gas station.
Ooh,
Oh.
I love it. I love peppermint mocha. It's my most favorite.
Mine's peppermint cocoa.
It's the same thing.
I don't like mocha.
Do you know what mocha is?
Anytime I've ever had mocha, I didn't like it. Yes, I know what
Nikki.
mocha is, but anytime
What is
my sister would have a mocha and I'd try it and it was disgusting.
Is it like the coffee taste that you don't like?
Maybe.
Because mocha
I like
is
a little hint of coffee taste, but not like Starbucks coffee taste, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very strong coffee.
Yeah. Like I can't go drink a thing of black coffee, which really I really tried because when I was a truck driver, they offer free coffee all the time to truck drivers. All over the United States, they would offer free coffee, you know, and I really, really tried to drink coffee when I was a truck driver because, you know, I get free coffee all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to say no, but they never offered free cocoa.
Right.
You know.
So yeah, like all mocha is like a chocolate with a little bit of a coffee taste, and it's not even really a strong coffee taste, most of them.
Yeah, I've never liked mocha. Never liked mocha.
Never. There's some people that just can't do. I do pretty. I don't like coffee myself, and so I found that if I do coffee and overload it with chocolate, then it makes it taste a lot better.
Well, that's what I do. Is I like either the cappuccino at the gas station or the hot cocoa, and then I put like some coffee in it. Then I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like a little bit of coffee with my cappuccino or my cocoa, but
right.
I like just a little hint. Like I used to like those coffee candies, those nips or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like those, you know, because they're not real strong. I just don't like the bitterness of coffee, you know. Yeah. So if you just have just a little taste of coffee, then you're not getting that bitter, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like the taste of coffee. I just don't like the bitterness of it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Morning, Violet.
That makes sense. I don't know.
Good morning, Violet Lemon.
Morning. So Sassy was a good guest.
Yeah, that was a good show last night.
She's a good
talker.
Really
good show. Yes, she is.
And then when I lost sound, she had no problems just keeping it going, you know. So that was good. Nice when you have strong guests on that keep it going if you have an issue, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, she's one of those that just likes to jump right in.
Yeah.
She's raring to go.
Yeah, she's a good guest. And then I asked her if she was going to start making videos, and she said, "Yeah, I'm hoping to start making videos." I said, "All right, then I'll put your link in the description." And then I put it, and then I said it right on air. I said, "Yeah," she said she's going to start making videos pretty soon. So there, you know, I'll put you on the spot. Now you have to.
No going back now. You've been blasted on the YouTube.
Yeah, people are going to expect you to do it now.
Yep. Violet Lemon says, "Is anyone having a problem with shipping labels this morning?" You might have to restart your computer.
Yeah.
Sometimes, there's issues with that, and sometimes you just gotta restart everything and kind of reboot and then try to start it again. Sometimes you just have to walk away from it and then come back to it. I don't know. Those old printers, they give us hell sometimes.
Yeah, my printer has gone into a deep sleep again, like it did before, but I haven't had any problems with it since that time. When it took me 3 hours to print a shipping label because it was in a deep sleep and wouldn't wake up. Yeah, ever since then, I could leave my printer for days and it still works when I go to print something. So it's weird. That's the thing about printers is they can just, those and modems, they can just stop working for no reason.
Yep. They don't have to have a reason. They just do whatever they want. They just stop. Looks like my Duluth trading pants or my Duluth fire hose pants, they will be coming off of auction today. I think I have 8 hours. So we'll see how that goes.
Are they selling or no?
Well, I have one bid of $49.95 so far. I've got 5 watchers on them. So I mean,
that's good.
they're gonna
I bought mine
they're gonna
for
sell
48.
yeah, they're gonna sell for $49 no matter what, because they already have a bid on them. But I'd like them to go a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, brand new at the store, they're like $70, but they had a sale until December 24th. I ended up getting them for $48, which was nice.
Right. That's great. Grandma Magic Classic says, I got a question. How many drafts can you save? I think we had that question the other day, and I can't remember what the answer was. I think it's like, was it like 250? 250 or something like that. And you can only save them for 30 days. Somebody had the answer to that question a couple of days ago, and I can't remember what it was. Killian said, I need to find cheap ink for my printer. I need to see if it really works. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I actually have maybe 10 or 12, I think, drafts that I haven't used. So I actually need to go in there and kind of clear them out. Or do something with them. So I need to do that today. But the what is it? The cheap ink. Yeah, I've got a HP inkjet that I use for labels other than, it's just my regular printer. And I use those for like Poshmark because I can't get the dimensions over to when I print a Poshmark label, it doesn't give me the same label, so the dimensions on it are screwed up to print on my Dymo. So I just print it on my computer. Um, but yeah, I just went online and got some cheap ones. I think a black one and a colored one. I think they were like $10. And I didn't get them from ink.com. I got them from uh, I just looked on eBay and found a cheap um, a place that does them for cheap. I want to say they were either $7 or $10 for the two. I think I got 2 sets of them just to have them on hand, you know. Let's see. Grandma Magic Classic says trying to chill on the listings so I don't go over till I get caught up on my bills. That's a good idea. Also, when I start working on all the Halloween costumes in August, so I don't have to post them till September. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you very close to going to the Anchor store, Grandma Magic Classics? You do a lot of listings. Are you close to that switch over or no? Killian says I don't have anything special, but I found it at the dump where their electronics are usually in great shape. It's an HP Office Jet 660 touchscreen. I don't know. I think it's cool. I just hope it works. Yeah. Well, that's definitely something to try out. Yeah. Just give it a little bit of time to warm up. It might just be cold. Who knows? Grandma Magic Classic says I was at 1,100 listings. Okay. I mean, is that how do you have 30-day listings on your switch up? When it on your turnover, or is it like 5 or 7? Why are you laughing, Killian? That I'm going from subject to subject to subject. Yeah, I probably sound pretty foolish. Yeah. So I do have some listings to get done today. Actually, I have a bunch of pictures to take.
Did you call me?
No.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of pictures to take today. I did a lot of drafts yesterday. You made the cold joke. Let's see. Grandma Magic Classic says I tried the 10-day listing to see if that worked. I didn't see a difference in sales, but did see a difference in my store cost. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. I went to a 7 days for the most part. Sometimes I do 5 days. But for the most part, it's a 7-day listings on all mine. And that definitely, when you look at my, what is it at right now? Like my total listings for just buy it now is, I want to say, last time I looked at it, I think it was 6,200. If I'm not mistaken. 6,400. 6,429 listings for December. So that's relist, and then on auctions, I think it's 66. So right around 6,500 listings. And actually, I wanted to get to a point where I was utilizing, the majority of those listings. I don't have 6,200 listings. No, that's just how many times I have 1,500 listings and active listings, and then that's how often I redo them. So yeah, I actually think 1,500 items, 1,500 to 2,000 items. I think that's a really good spot to be in. I think you have a lot of variety in your stores. I have this, since I've hit 1,500, 1,600 listings, that seems to be a really good, a pretty good spot for me to be in. So I think it's 15. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, got the yawns. What is it? 1544 is what I got right now.
I agree with you. I think that is a good number of listings.
And I think it's a good area to be in, but I think, it's, of course, it's always a struggle to keep that, with your sales and everything. You gotta keep it consistent, so you can't let it go down to, below 1,500. I try not to do that. And I'm getting close to being, I'm at 1,544. So I need to get my butt in gear and get that back up to, 1,700. And I figure if I can keep that, consistent, then I should be, okay with my listings not going over. I don't want to go over. I'm already paying, like a large amount of money. So I don't want to be paying anything else besides my subscription. So, that's kind of my goal. Grandma Magic Classic says it restarts January 1st. My goal is to stay at 1,000 listings and just up my profit on each item. That's a great goal. That's an awesome goal. The Violet Lemon says, I let my main store go. I think I only have 160 active, but my other store I'm shooting for 3,000 by January 30th. That's great. That is very good. Violet Lemon, do you have an active or an active? Do you have an anchor store on the one that you're shooting for 3,000? Yeah, and Grandma Magic Classic says and run more auctions to clear out lower profit items. Exactly. But for me, in my situation, the thing, the 5 and 7 day, that actually really seem to stimulate a lot of sales going on. Oh, the Violet Lemon says no, but if my cells support it in January, I will upgrade. I have the middle one. Yeah, because I mean that's yeah, that would be great if you could do that. I just kind of look at it like, and I know that the shipping supplies, they're not, it's not, you know, I think it's a great perk to have those shipping supplies. You know, and with the Anchor store, you got $150 worth of shipping supply. I think it's worth it. You know, otherwise you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to buy that stuff, you know, which it may or may not be cheaper or higher, one of the two. I don't know. I think it's, and I think if you're paying out the listing fees, you know, there's actually a calculator in eBay. I think it's the eBay fee calculator to basically tell you if you're close to basically how many listings you would need to switch over to a different store. Basically justify it. Yeah, I completely agree, Hank. All the car troubles we had really set us back this year, and of course Christmas. So this next year is going to be focused on getting all small loans paid off and the PayPal loan paid off. That's awesome. Sometimes you got to stick your feet in the mud and you got to say, this is what it's going to be, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and you know, and just get it done.
I'm going in the house. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, and I think, you know, I think eBay needs to, and if eBay listens to this, here's a little tidbit for you. I think eBay really needs to look into a smaller, like a middle, what do you call it? A middle subscription, like not a premium and not an anchor. I think they need to look into something in the middle of those two, like, you know, 3,000 listings or something like that, or 5,000 or something like, you know, it's a very big jump from, you know, 69, whatever it is, $74 or whatever it is a month to $300 a month. That's huge. That's a huge jump. And, you know, I think if you're wanting to kind of, you know, if you're wanting to help your sellers, that would be the biggest change. And I think you would get a lot of good feedback from that too. If that was an option. Oh, my batteries just shipped. Violet Lemon says eBay fees can be as high as what they were when we had our brick and mortar. Yeah. Turtle Trader says Grandma Magic Classic, there's drafts for 1 month, but you edit them to get another month, and scheduled drafts, it will charge you 10 cents if they are active, if you activate them or you activate prior to your deadline, 0 cost. Yeah, a premium plus store, there would be so many people that would be interested in that, you know, because they're not quite ready to go. That's a huge monthly price to pay for a store, you know, $300. That's huge. And they could have something for say 150. You know, they'd be doing really well if they did that. So if you're listening eBay, you need a premium plus store. Say $150 a month. Yeah, a smiddle size. Exactly. Where is my sister? Where is Nikki? What happened to everybody? Come on, I need to take my pictures out, or not my pictures, a schmidium. Yeah, I got to take my packages out. So, come on, people, I need to get going. Everybody abandoned me. But yeah, I think that would be a great addition to, and I am sure that they have heard that. You know, you never know. That might be in the spring update. Who knows? Okay, I got my batteries are being shipped. I had to order a packet of batteries for my loops. So 44 viewers. Go ahead and take them out. Sing well songs, they'll come running back. Like, subscribe. That's right. That's right. You be all right out here for a minute? I don't want to leave you all alone. All right, I'm going to go out. I'll be right back. Chill for a second.
I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Valerie had to take her packages out. It's cold out there. I'm back. Hi, Hank. Sorry, my kid was talking to me and I had to get more coffee. Yeah, I need to go watch that. I know, I'm hiding under the covers too. And then I have a heating vent right below me, so it goes right up my blanket. So good. Hi, Val. I'm just trying to get some lists done. I seen all those sales that Valerie got, and I'm like, I really need to make a... Oh, stop it, Violet. A whole 70 degrees. So lucky. I hope you know how lucky you are.
Okay.
Did you make it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're out of breath.
Yeah. Turtle Trader said, do not sit on the chair.
I'm only bushy-tailed because I know that I only have one more night of work. I got 3 days off. So, super happy about that.
Yeah, 70 degrees. But the Violet Lemon says, it's cold here too, like 70. Oh my gosh. You crazy girl.
I had a friend that lived in Florida, and she swore that she was just freezing at 69. But as soon as it turned 70, she was fine.
Crazy. Yeah, sorry. Like I always say, when I get cold, I start yawning. And it's not because I'm tired. It's just because I'm cold. I'll warm up. I got my trusty little heater underneath my... So, I'm warming up.
Yeah, my fingers turn red too, and then like I noticed that my fingers, like I look dehydrated, kind of like whenever I press my fingers, like they stay pressed in, or they look wrinkly. Sherry says, I lived and worked in Miami. They bust out the parkas at 69.
Oh my
Isn't that
gosh.
crazy?
Yeah, I agree, Killian. 70 is like the perfect temperature. 70, 75. I'll even take 80. I don't have any problems with that. Water.
Yeah.
Drink the water, says Sassy.
I will. I'll drink some water later after I get done with my coffee.
I hate water. Tea's better.
You know what? I don't hate water, and I'll drink it if I have a bottle of it. But if I don't have any water like next to me, I'll drink whatever's next to me.
I've never been a fan of water, and I figure I put water in my tea. That works. That's about as close to water as I'm going to get.
It's not close enough, though, really. Like, you could still get dehydrated drinking tea all the time.
Yeah, I know. Valerie, we're twins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the humidity is what kicks my butt here. It can't be 70, but with the super humidity, it's gross. Yeah. I'd take the humidity.
I remember at like the humidity of Michigan, like we were living at my mother-in-law's, and it was nice outside. I mean, it looked nice. It was sunny and not too sunny though, and she has a lot of tree coverage over there. And you go outside and it was just warm, but it wasn't too warm. And then like I'm standing there, like I have shorts on, like a tank top, and I'm standing there doing dishes, and I start sweating. And I'm like, this is weird. Usually I have to start working out and be working out for a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I start sweating. Here with the humidity, man, I could be just sitting here and sweating, and I've never been like that. Oh, Nikki looks so cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 2 sweatshirts on and a pair of leggings and a blanket over the heater, but I don't look as cold as you do.
I'm cold. I'm just freezing today.
Yeah. Is it cold in your
I
house?
just can't warm up. Huh?
Cold in your house?
No, it's warm, but I don't want to turn the heat up too much because then I'll have to go put wood in the fire. So if I
Yeah.
keep the heat low, then the wood will stay in there until my husband gets home, and then I won't have to put wood in.
Sherry says you look like a pissed Unabomber.
Oh my.
What do you want, Willow? Come here. He's like, Mom, turn the heat up. I'm cold. Go sit under the blanket. Oh, lug nut. Yeah, you're just what I need.
Well, if you put wood in the thingy, then you can turn the heat up and then you can be warm.
I don't want to be out in the cold. See, it's not that cold in here. I mean, it's warm in here. It's just not like toasty warm.
Right.
I got it like, I don't know, I got it set on like 64 or something. But anyways, I don't want to have to go out and put wood. I don't want to have to go outside in the freezing, in the below zero.
You'll be fine. You're not going to be out there for hours. How long does it take to put wood in?
It's freaking cold.
You don't even want to go open the door. Yeah,
I know. I opened the door for Lugnut to come back in. I'm like, hurry the hell up. I want to get back in the house.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, that's long enough. I'm closing this door, damn it.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, it was just to call him in, and it took him long, and he was halfway down the driveway. I was like, hurry up.
Yeah, you have like
a baby.
What do you have, like a wood boiler or something? Or a wood?
Yeah, I'm an outside wood boiler.
Yeah. So do you have to...
I want to get a fireplace. Huh?
Do you have to... Does it take a lot of wood?
No, you only have to... If you keep the heat down lower, a little bit lower, then I won't have to put wood in until Gary gets home tonight.
So how often do you have to put wood in? Like daily?
Usually only twice a day.
Yeah.
Usually fill it up twice a day.
Okay.
Yeah, once in the morning because we have the heat up higher at night, of course.
Right.
And so once early in the morning, probably Gary goes out and fills it probably about 6. And then once before, like when he gets home from work, or somewhere around, probably between 8 and 9 o'clock, somewhere around in there, or 10 o'clock, he goes out and puts more wood in. We're not putting in little wood. We're putting in logs, you know.
Right. Right.
Mary says, has anyone ever heard of cabin socks?
No.
Another reason why I don't want to go put wood in, because I don't want to lift them big logs.
Well, that makes sense too. Yeah, I've never heard of cabin socks.
No, don't know what they are.
What is it?
Never heard of it before.
You'll go lay down. I don't want you.
Well, I'm going to Google it then. Cabin socks.
Oh, come on. Oh my God, Willow, come on. You're acting like an idiot. Dad's not here, so she's got to act like a retard. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Bad word, sorry.
It's okay. I'm looking at them. I mean, they don't look any different than just a regular sock, right?
Oh, she says like slipper socks, very soft, very warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karen's at the beach says I bought 2 pair for Christmas. Buy one, get one free. They have aloe inside of them.
Huh. Yeah, they
Very
have those
cool.
at Walmart with the aloe in them.
I'm going to look into those.
Yeah.
You know, I think my ankle hurts. I think I have arthritis in my ankle, and a freezing cold is making it hurt.
Yeah, that could very well be.
That's what I think.
Killian says she makes those.
With aloe?
I don't know about that. From wool, she says.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Well, you can crochet them or knit them.
My feet are like, I don't have like hard feet. Like I used to have like tough feet. I used to be able to go out and in the rocks and whatever and not have to, worry about, like stickers or anything like that because it wouldn't pierce my feet. My feet were so hard on the bottoms.
Yeah.
And because I'd run around barefoot all the time.
I used to be able to do that too, but not anymore.
Hey, Nikki, I want to hear some more about how you love it way up north here. Can you tell some more stories of how great it is up here and how you love it? Because all I do all morning is complain about the cold.
What were you saying, Sally?
Oh shoot, I forgot what I was saying.
You can go outside with bare feet.
Oh, but now like if I take off my shoes and my slippers and everything and don't even have socks on, like I almost fall on my butt trying to get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like because of, I have like linoleum. I'm like almost falling on my butt because my feet are so slippery and slick on the bottoms.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your feet get so soft because you got your shoes on all the time or slippers on.
Right.
Mine are the same way. The older you get, the more sensitive your feet get. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yours might be really sensitive because aren't you diabetic?
Yeah.
So you may have that also. Nerve issues.
I don't know. They're not like sweaty or anything.
They're sweaty.
They're just like very soft on the bottom.
That's good. Keep them that way because with diabetes, you get calluses really bad, and then you can end up getting infection and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have that. Most I do is like cut my toenails too short, and they hurt.
Careful with that.
Yeah.
With diabetes, you have to be really, really careful with your feet. You can get neuropathy, and it hurts for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be really, really careful with your feet.
My mom had diabetes, and she accidentally just cut her toe a little bit, and it got infected. She ended up losing 3 of her toes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
There it goes to your foot, half your foot to your whole foot, and yeah, if you have bad diabetes, take good care of your feet.
Yeah, they thought they got it with the 3 toes, but they didn't. So in half the foot.
Well, because it never heals properly.
Yeah,
it never will heal. Because of the diabetes, it makes it because your feet are the farthest away. They just don't heal right. The
circulation gets bad. Yeah.
They don't get the blood flow.
Yeah.
That happened with my mom too. They cut off some of her toes, and they cut off half her foot, and they cut off her leg. And
honestly, if you have diabetes, you shouldn't walk barefoot at all. You should have shoes or slippers so that you don't step on anything.
Yeah.
They did that to my grandpa though, and there was an upside because when he sat in the lawn chair out on the deck, he just took off his one leg and he'd set it next to him and he'd use it to hold his beer can. He used it for a cup holder. Honest to God.
Nice.
His dad's got diabetes, and he'll stumble a lot and stuff. It's like they don't have good feeling in their feet to know, that they stumble or stub their feet around a lot. It's different.
Yeah, neuropathy.
Yeah. That's why I quit drinking soda, because diabetes runs in my family, and I didn't want to. I saw what my mom went through, and I'm like, God dang it, I don't want to get diabetes.
Yeah.
I only got it because I quit smoking.
Sally, you still smoke?
Sally, you smoked yesterday.
no. Tell me about it.
She said, I quit smoking until I have another.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
No, seriously, like a couple of years ago, I quit smoking for 8 months.
Right.
And as soon as I quit smoking, not kidding you, like the week after I quit smoking, I went to the doctor and I got diagnosed with diabetes.
Well, you had diabetes before you quit smoking.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
It's something
Quitting smoking does not cause diabetes.
Yeah, when that happened to my mom's foot, she didn't know she had diabetes either, and then she went to the hospital and then they found it. It's like something, I think when you start getting in your 40s, you know, that's when they start finding stuff like diabetes and that.
Sally, my kid's in the background. He's playing video games. He says in the background, he goes, "Yikes, Sally! If you want to quit so bad, get a patch."
Okay, Brandon. Okay.
There's some good advice for him.
And yeah, I complain it's cold, but I would never live anywhere else.
Okay. Well, I want to live somewhere else, and I don't complain about the cold as much as you.
We're not complaining because hopefully we're getting the hell out of here.
You know, and I never used to be cold. I mean, this weather never bothered me until the last couple of years.
When I was younger too, it would be like, I mean, just put more clothes on. Who cares? No big deal. But the older I get, and you get like stuff like arthritis and that, yes, I don't like it at all.
Yeah. Now it's starting to bother me.
Well, let's see, Brandon's 10, 15 years ago. I mean, me and Jim would be snowmobiling on a day like this, and we'd be like, "Well, just put on clothes. You'll be fine."
Yep.
I mean, I didn't even think about doing it.
I can hear those snowmobiles off in the distance, and it doesn't bother me one bit.
You don't even miss.
No desire to participate in that activity.
Nope. Me neither. My nephew just bought a new snowmobile, and he's like, "Yeah, check out my new snowmobile." I'm like, "Good. So you're gonna freeze? That's your problem."
Well, now they got heated. They didn't put heated seats on the new ones, I heard.
Huh.
So I mean, if you had a heated seat, that probably really keep your bottom warm.
We had heated hand warmers and everything on ours. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the heated hand warmers are a plus.
I don't know. The seat is. I guess that would be a plus. But if you're dressed right and you got a heated shield on your helmet and you have the heated grips and the heated footboards to keep your feet warm, actually you can ride in pretty cold weather and be comfortable. It's just I mean, I'd rather be on a jet ski. So.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I'd rather put my money into a boat or a jet ski or something.
Yeah.
Enjoy my summer activities more.
Yeah, and if it breaks down, you don't have to worry about like freezing to death in the middle of the woods or something.
No. No, if it breaks down in the middle of the lake, you just swim to shore.
There you go. Or you swim to shore or drown, but you should have a life jacket on anyway.
Or you get a good swim in that day.
Yeah, there you go.
You might get attacked by sand dollars.
Oh yeah, there
you go.
They
scary.
Gonna bite you.
I just, especially when it gets down to this below zero temperatures, I don't like it. And like I said, you know, it only lasts for probably a couple of weeks a year is when it's really bad. And then,
oh my God, Nikki, don't jinx it. We'll have 2 months of this, for Christ's sake.
I know a few years ago, about 3-4 years ago, it was like, remember that? Like the whole month of January and part of February was all below zero.
I remember.
Yeah, you'll start having people's septics freezing up and stuff.
When I was a kid, when I was in high school, I remember driving to my car and the guy on the radio saying, "Yep, 40 days in a row of below zero temperatures."
Yeah,
it got above zero, but you had a point in that every 24-hour period where it got below zero, and for 40 days straight.
Oh,
and it went out for weeks after that. I mean, it was a bad. It was in the early 80s.
The first year I moved up here, which would have been like 94, that February, it never got above zero, and it was always like 10, 20 below with the wind chill. Because I remember I was like, why the heck did I move up here? I mean, you got a month of this stuff?
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Then you get used to it.
we've had some nice winters, so it kind of spoils you. So now every time it gets cold like this, it's like, oh my God.
No.
So cold. But I'll be bitching in the summertime. It's too hot too. So
it didn't really get hot this summer. I never even put my air conditioner in. I have window air conditioners. It never got hot enough to put our air conditioners in.
Oh, I had air conditioning.
Yeah, never got that warm here.
It got hot here. I mean, we had it wasn't bad. We had probably maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks of like over 85. It's the humidity though that is the killer.
Yeah, we didn't really get any really bad humid weather here, honestly. I mean, we got some like 80, 85 degree days. We didn't get any really horribly humid weather here.
Our moisture freezes and falls to the ground.
I have an electric heater running next to me.
I see you with your milk house heater.
You know it's cold if you spit and it freezes before it hits the ground? Here, it freezes before it leaves your lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you dare cry.
Yeah, not outside. Well, I went out to the horses, and when I came back in, my hair was all gray. I mean, I had like a hood on or hat, but all your hair that hangs out will be all gray.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you look like an Eskimo.
What a world.
Critical alert from Microsoft. Your computer has alerted us that it is infected with the virus and spyware. This virus is sending your credit card details, Facebook login, and personal emails to hackers remotely.
Hold on.
What the hell is all that, Nikki?
She's looking at porn.
She's looking at porn.
Something.
Spyware. This virus is sending your credit card details, Facebook login, and personal email.
That's not what it is. I go and
Critical
type in
alert
YouTube,
from Microsoft.
and it doesn't
Critical
come up
alert
on YouTube.
from
It goes to
Microsoft.
some Microsoft thing.
Sounds like Chippendales.com.
Critical alert from Microsoft.
Or
not. YouTube. I must type in the wrong thing. Every time I try to go to YouTube.
I meant to type in YouTube, but I actually typed in Pornhub.
Were you actually? Were you trying to search banana hammock?
Whoopsie! Oh, she says Nikki's playing Pogo.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Yeah, don't click on it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it keeps popping shit up the whole time. Messages, and it's like you're trying to click out of the damn thing. Ugh, drives me crazy.
Yeah. Just go to Trend. That's what I use is trend.com, and you can go to the house. What is it called?
Of the Rising Sun.
Huh?
Of the Rising Sun.
Not House of the Rising Sun. House call.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I use is Trend, and I don't pay anything for it. Go to House Call or go to Trend and then go to House Call and run that run a what do you call it?
Computer douche.
Yeah, you need to run your spyware, and then like and then you can delete whatever you need to delete to keep that shit from popping up.
Yeah, it's anytime I must type in because I type faster than my computer wants me to type apparently, because anytime I try to go to YouTube and I end up typing in like I don't know if it's youtube.co or what the hell I'm typing in, but it always goes to that if I'm going to YouTube, it seems like.
That's crazy.
Sometimes my computer doesn't keep up with me typing, and Yeah, Comfortable Life. He said my legs start swelling and seeping, and then get open sores and have to go to the wound clinic.
Yeah.
Oh, the wound clinic is horrible. Yeah. God, my mom and my sister used to go to the wound clinic, and they'd sit there and scrape that shit. And
oh yeah, my mom was always in there too. My mom had that one foot amputated, and they ended up amputating the other foot, like probably about 4 months or 5 months before she passed away. But anyway, she didn't like step on anything or whatever. They figured out she had, for whatever reason, one of the bones in her foot had fractured. So they tried putting her in a walking cast, which caused a blister, which then she went here for like 4 months, and they never could get it to heal up, and blah, blah, blah. Ends up getting infected, and then that's it. Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah. No, diabetes, that kind of stuff with your legs and diabetes is nothing to mess with.
No. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a really bad disease.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I lost a subscriber.
Oh.
I know.
How were sales for everybody yesterday?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
I think you got like the Christmas crash going on right now, and you do have people that leave town for Christmas and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It wasn't like horrible, but it was just a regular day. It was nothing great.
Right.
Hi, Juanita.
The sassy seller says sorry. No, it ain't because
it wasn't your fault. It's Nikki's fault.
It is.
I'm just kidding.
My husband got this hat for Christmas. I don't want to tell you what it is because I still might wear it. But he's like, "Don't you wear that? That's inappropriate." And I was like, "Well, if we have a New Year's Eve show or something, I think I might wear it." And he's like, "You better not. That's so inappropriate." I'll tell you what it is.
What
it's
does
a
it
hat
say?
with a penis on it. It's a penis hat.
Oh my God. That's funny.
That would be perfect for the show.
No, my nephew gave it to him for Christmas. He's like, "Don't you dare wear it." Because as soon as he opened, I go, "Oh my God, that will be perfect for a New Year's Eve show. If we have that New Year's Eve show where we were talking about it." I said, "That would be perfect hat to wear that night." He's like, "That's inappropriate. You shouldn't wear that."
I feel objective.
Maybe I get more subscribers if I wore it.
Does it stick out like a rhino horn or something? Or is it just
Yeah, it's got a string on it where it moves. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's awesome.
I thought it was hilarious.
I think we definitely need to have a New Year's Eve show.
I won't be here, but it'll be all right.
You can log on from your store.
No.
Say, hey. We could come make the donuts with you.
There you go.
Sitting in front of you.
I think that's definitely something we need to do.
Oh boy.
I know Valerie was telling me yesterday, she said, if I would have known that you were you were by yourself on Christmas Eve, she said, I was sick, but she said, we could have enjoyed each other's rotten company. She was in a mood, I was in a mood, and yeah, we probably would have made a great team.
What is that? Reseller Killers that you are subscribed to is a troll fake account. They're not real. We called them out in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, I was in here that day. I'll have to take them off.
What does that mean? Oh, the reseller, not the resell killers.
No,
yeah, it's the reseller killers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, because don't get that mixed up with the resale killers.
No.
Because that's Steve and Steph, and they're good people.
Right.
Juanita, that is the host, Valerie.
I'm the host. I'm your hostess.
With the mostest.
That's right. I don't know what I got the mostest of. Probably burn things on my butt.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, I know who Steve and Steph is.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Yeah, they're good people.
But I remember I was in here that day, and I think I went to their channel and I subscribed, and then I was just checking out that channel. And I usually do because they were in here and they were talking and stuff, and so that's why I subscribed. But I'll make sure to take them off. I need to go through my list anyways.
Yeah, I think I probably need to go down my list and see.
Oh my God, I don't even have enough time to go through my subscription list. I've got over 400 subscriptions.
I have a lot too.
I've been meaning to tell you that I forgot until you mentioned a subscriber.
No problem. Thank you for reminding me.
My Dear Peer says, my top live show, second to bow. Y'all are
better
so
say that. What about me?
You're third, Nikki.
I'm always taking fucking hind tits, I guess. I got a cute little doggy too. This is Willow. Say hi, Willow.
We love you guys.
Willow.
We love you guys.
Willow's like, why are you pushing me in front of that camera? Did you see the dog's face? I'm watching on the other because it's got a delay, but the dog's like, why are you pushing me in front of the camera?
She doesn't like me holding her. She can sit up here and suck in my heat from my heater, but don't you dare hold me. I forbid. This is totally Gary's dog. I mean, if Gary's here, I don't even see her.
That's how Spec was with Jim.
Oh my God, this is
She is totally Gary. Where Lugnut just spreads himself all over the place, but not Willow. She's like Daddy's dog. This is Daddy's girl for sure. When I come to bed, she looks at me like, what the hell do you think you're doing? This is me and Dad's bed. And I'll be like, move, and she won't. He has to literally pick her up and move her, or otherwise she won't move for me.
Snoopy last night. Snoopy is in bed. I think I went to bed before Jim, so Snoopy follows me right away. So I wake up because Jim crawls into bed. Now Snoopy has put himself in between me and Jim with his head on the pillow, with the blanket on top of him, but he doesn't really like it because it's hot. He don't want to be under the blanket. So you hear him. He's like this, and then he starts. It's funny.
Or like if I want to lay on the couch, Lugnut's like, what, you expect me to get on the floor? You know?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm an animal? I'm not an animal.
Yeah.
I'm a person.
Yeah, it's funny how we let our dogs rule our lives. My dearest Pierce said I was 1.5.
Aww.
I'm in between.
Aww.
Thanks.
Well, what about me? I'm just kidding.
Sally's like 1.75, right?
I don't want to be rated.
For some reason I can't type in the chat. I don't know why. My computer is pissing me off.
I can be your number one when nobody else is or something.
Aww. That sounds like a title of a song. I can be your number one.
Oh my God, it's like that. I could be your hero baby. I mean, that's...
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had pretty good sales yesterday. I did over 200, which is good for
That's
me.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sold 9 things. Well, 1 thing on Poshmark. So
Nice.
not
I think
too
I sold
shabby.
Bonanza yesterday.
We
Did we?
sold
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it's been actually Bonanza. Like over the holiday weekend, it's like sold 4 or 5 things on there. Which not that's like, oh wow, you're making a lot of money. But, I mean, usually it doesn't pop that much over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Violet Lemon says, how long has everyone been selling on eBay here?
Monday.
Since Monday. I guess probably 2012 is where we really wrapped it up to being full time. But I mean, we were doing it since.
This is probably around 09.
8, 9.
Yeah.
Before Brandon was born? Sure, before Brandon was born, we were doing those auctions and selling. It was like our hobby.
Yes, actually, could probably 06, 07.
Yeah. I'd say like 06, 07 part time.
But we really cranked it up in 12. That's when we really turned it into an income.
I've been doing eBay since the 90s off and on, not like I am now, but just hobby-like selling since the 90s, late 90s, about 97 or 98, somewhere around in there. But really ranking it up 2011 or so, 2000, somewhere around in there, 2010.
Well, in 12, it became our only source of income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2000, maybe 4 years ago now. No, 3 years ago, I went full time. I quit my job.
Yeah. I was doing it and doing another thing, but Jim was still doing real estate, so but 12 is where we really just dedicated to that's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a store in the beginning of 12, and when the store was slow, we'd sell stuff on eBay, and it got to be where the eBay was supporting the store. How the hell do we have the store then if eBay's got to carry it? So we dumped the store and went full eBay in the middle of in June of 2012.
Wow.
And that's all we've been doing since.
Cool.
And they still have a roof over their head, so they must be doing something right.
Yeah, we have no outside jobs.
Knock on wood.
This month, right?
eBay is not my total income. My husband does work. He has a good job. So he has my insurance, covers me on insurance, and he can pay the majority of the bills. But if I didn't do eBay, I would have to get a job because we wouldn't have, there'd be a couple bills that wouldn't be paid and we wouldn't ever have anything fun.
Well, I think you find, because me and Jim do fun stuff, you find it, you're just going to hit it harder and harder to make up that money,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, Sally? Me and Jim do go for, I'm not tied to the desk. I mean, we do go have fun, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2014, 15? That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, between there, almost 3 years. I just do part-time. I work full-time and do eBay part-time. So.
Has it only been 3 years?
Yeah. Yep. And I started really slow. Like, just barely doing anything.
The reason why I ask is Valerie's coming up on 2 years of being full time, aren't you, Valerie?
Yeah, April 1st will be 2 years.
I thought you guys were selling a lot longer than that before that.
But and we pretty much started at around the same time.
Yeah.
And I was part time for about a year and a half. It was about a year and a half. 2 years I was part time. I had a full time job, and April April 1st, 2016. Was it 2016?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. April 1st, yeah, 2016. I went full time. My husband was working full time. And so with the, with both of us doing full time, we made it, we made it okay. And then, and then life happened and my husband passed away. And so now, I get a small, check in the mail every once in a while. But this is pretty much my sole income. So I've been doing full time for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
But I did it.
You did it.
And a lot of, and I have to say, if I didn't have the support of you guys, of YouTube, of my sister, my friends, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And that's a lot of where the show come from. So,
but a lot of it was you.
Yeah.
Because you had to push yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah. As much as I didn't want to.
Yeah.
During the bad times, yeah, I fought it pretty hard, but that's what you got to do. So.
Yeah, the comfy life. Nikki, like the bill of forgetting to file taxes. Yeah. I got a $7,500 bill because I forgot to file my eBay taxes 2015. At the last 2 years, I've had a whatchamacallit? What the hell do you call them? A CPA.
Right.
So I just took care. I just gave him all the stuff and told him to take care of it.
There you go.
How much does that usually cost?
I get a bill every few months. It's not that much. It's only about, I don't know. I give him. Let's see. I think my last bill was. He had to do some extra stuff, so my last bill was like $100 and some dollars. That was for some extra stuff, but it's really not that expensive.
It's not bad.
It's expensive when you have them do a lot more stuff, and I had them do some other stuff for me besides, so for some other stuff that we were doing that we're into. It'll probably cost me a good penny for him to work on this stuff from 2015 also, but
yeah,
it's really not terrible. You can get on a plan. I could get on a plan with him where I pay like monthly or whatever, but I haven't gone to it. I'm supposed to go to his office and get it all figured out where it would cost me only just not very much monthly. But and then they charge you more for when they do the taxes and stuff like that. But he's got some kind of plan where you pay every month and then you don't have to pay extra when he does taxes and when he does extra stuff. So, but I've got him working on extra stuff for retirement and stuff like that because I'm starting to work. Because Gary wants to quit his job by spring or in spring. So I'm working on getting as much into retirement as possible right now while he's still working. And so he's been doing some extra work for that. So, but yeah, it really isn't that bad. But if you do hire a CPA, you want to make sure that you have somebody that knows internet businesses, not just any CPA.
Right.
You could use Spreadsheet, QuickBooks, or GoDaddy. I used GoDaddy for a while. Now I just do a spreadsheet and then I just give it to my CPA and he does it. And I'm one of those people that just gives them a box of receipts and stuff too. So I'm not very good at record keeping. My CPA puts up with a lot of shit from me.
I'm sure
Sounds like it.
I'm sure that they're used to that. I'm sure that they are used to that, and so.
I mean, I have him figuring out my taxes, my eBay taxes from 2015 for me. And back then I did a lot of that's when I did a lot of the what do you call it, where you sell for other people, consignment. And I made a whole lot of money that year, and yeah, I ended up with a $7,500 tax bill from that. So he's got to get all that figured out, and other people, and yeah. Luckily, I wrote that stuff down. I handed him on my notebook that I wrote down with pen and paper. But I'm trying to be a big girl and trying to get everything where it's supposed to be at.
You could do it, Grammy Margaret.
I'm having him doing a bunch of retirement stuff and stuff like that. Now taxes are going to be coming up, so I'm going to be paying him quite a bit of money coming up. But like I said, when Gary quits his job, I want to make sure that it's going to be okay, you know. My husband hates having somebody tell us how much money we can spend. So it took me a long time to get Gary talked into it, because he used to just do the taxes and stuff. But I just told him, I said, I want a professional doing this. And he's kind of warmed up to the idea now. But he used to be like, I don't want somebody telling me what I can spend and what I can't. It's like, he's not just giving you an allowance. He's not telling you can't spend this. He's making suggestions of how much you spend or how much you shouldn't spend. And, you know, so he's being my financial counselor and making sure that we don't overspend, and like we did this year. And, you know, spent a lot of money this year. But anyways, so I just want him to get everything all figured out for our future. And because I'm not going to be, you know, we're not going to be able to sell on eBay our whole entire life, probably, you know, if we get sick. My gene pool sucks, so I want to make sure that we're okay if something was to happen to me. He comes from healthy stock, but I don't.
Mickey, stop talking like that.
No, but I mean, even if I get sickly, you know, not die, but at least sick, you know, I got to think about that kind of
We
stuff.
don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear about that.
Well, you got to plan for that stuff. You know, we're not getting any younger.
Well, I know, but it's not.
So you want to make sure that you have everything under control in case something like that does happen.
It's true.
You know, if my dad would have been in a whole world of hurt the way my mom, her health issues. I mean, she had diabetes, but it was under control and she was fine. And then all of a sudden, like, she was 40 years old, and Christmas Eve, just out of the blue, she was in the hospital for heart. And it just happened just like that. And then all of a sudden, it was just all these different things that just kept happening. And she had multiple heart attacks, congestive heart failure. Then a diabetes started kicking in, and she ended up having so many health problems with her leg, and then she had infection in her breast, and she had to have part of that cut off. And I mean, if my dad hadn't planned for their future like he did, my dad would never have been able to pay off their house. He would have never been able to enjoy his life like he is now, because he would have been swamped with all those bills, you know?
No.
So you just have to think about that stuff. Not just me, because I've got a gene pool that sucks, but everybody should, you know, because anything can absolutely happen to you at any time. I mean, my husband is skinny. He has no health problems other than asthma and allergies. He comes from good, you know, people are healthy in his family, except for his mother had diabetes. But otherwise, you know, everybody else has lived to be 100 in his family, you know. And anything could happen, you know. I mean, like last summer when he had when we had that car accident, somebody rear-ended us, and he ended up off of work for 9 months with shoulder surgery. Now, if we were in debt clear up to our ab holes, and had everything on credit, we'd have been screwed. We'd have lost everything, you know, because even though the insurance company had to pay him, it was only 60% of his income we had to live on, you know. And so if you don't plan for that stuff, and that's what scared me, you know, it's like, okay, well, now we've really got to buckle down and really pay attention to our finances, because now we're only living on 60% of what we were living on before. So you get into crisis mode, and then you start thinking about that stuff. Well, we're not getting any younger. So if anything was to happen to either one of us, you know, not just dying, but anything.
Get it.
And really and truly, any one of us could die tomorrow, you know. And the lowest amount you can get a funeral for these days is probably $9,000.
Yeah.
You know. So, I mean, you got to stop and think about that stuff.
Well, that was an upbeat conversation.
Sorry. But I mean, my brother and sister both died. Both of my brother and sister died at 44 years old. Did they plan that? Absolutely not. My brother, it was out of the blue.
Yeah.
We had no clue that he had clogged arteries, you know. He never went to the doctor. But that was just how he was active. Quit drinking, quit smoking for a couple of years before that, and he still ended up dying at 44. So, and he was skinny, healthy, so we thought, active, worked every day of his life, you know. So, you just got to think about that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I sold
sorry,
a Star Wars box set.
I didn't mean to depress anybody, but it's just stuff you need to think about, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. I wish I would have been a little more prepared. Actually, a lot more prepared for what happened, you know, to Mike. But
no, exactly.
you just never think that that's, you know, going to happen.
Yeah, and you got to think about it. I mean, it could.
And so now, you know, I have to. It's not so much that I'm afraid of something like that happening to me or to, you know, anyone else that I get involved with, but it is it's something that you do have to think about. You know, you're not you can't dwell on it, but you do have to, you know, put that into, like, if you buy a car, you know, you want to have that, you know, if your spouse dies tomorrow, you know, your car is covered.
Yeah.
You know, I lost both of my vehicles because I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And so I will do that the next time. You know, I will not allow myself to be put in that situation again.
And and especially us, because we don't have your normal payday.
Right.
You know, we're not guaranteed a check on Friday, you know. Whereas if you have a regular job, you know, you're that check's coming in 2 weeks. You know, but we don't know the next time our check is coming in.
Right.
You know, but and also, I mean, if something was to happen, yes, we can ramp shit up and get more sales coming in, you know. But like I say, you just never know. And then when you're in a depressed state because your spouse died and you don't feel like working, what are you going to do? What are you going to live on?
Right.
You're not going to ramp up your business while you're trying to bury your spouse.
Right.
You know, you don't want to have to worry about that stuff. I mean, if Gary died right now, I mean, I would be set with his life insurance. But when he quits when he quits this spring, he's not going to have that life insurance anymore, you know, through his job. So, you know.
How long
if I die, he's screwed.
At Amsoil?
Huh?
How long has he worked at Amsoil?
15 years.
Oh, wow.
And he wouldn't be vested? He doesn't get to keep the life insurance?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Doesn't your life insurance?
He should be vested in a pension plan, probably.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's some kind of length of service thing. You know,
no, I don't think there's a pension through there.
Usually, like after 10 years, your life insurance vested. You get it whether you leave that job or not.
Oh, I don't know. But anyways.
Well, that
would be a good thing to find out about.
Yeah, when he goes to work, I mean, the personnel department, they'll be happy to furnish him with that information. Look
Yeah, I'll
into
have to check that out. I don't know.
He still has his life insurance from being a fireman, and he hasn't been a fireman for at least 5 or 6 years now. But he was vested in there. He'll get a fireman's pension and stuff like that.
Well, it made me really think, because when I worked for FedEx, I had all this money set aside through stocks and 401k and all this and that. And I had all this stuff, and I was supposed to be vested and everything. Well, here I didn't know. I thought it just held off until they wrote me a check. Well, here all the fees in this stuff out. I wasn't paying attention to my monthly statements that they were sending me. And then one time I just decided to look at it after a couple of years, and most of the money was gone due to fees and everything else because I wasn't using it. I wasn't putting into it.
Oh.
And a lot of that money had gone into fees. I lost a lot of money through that,
Oh,
you know.
Wow.
And so not knowing, you know. So that's why it's like, well, now here's what we have. Figure this out and tell us what we need to do, because I have no clue on that stuff.
Right.
You know, Gary has a little more idea of it than I do, but anyways, that's why I wanted somebody a professional, you know.
Right.
They know exactly what's, you know, we all can say we know what's going on, but at least a professional, I'd rather pay somebody to figure all that stuff out and have it right than not, you know.
Yeah.
It's just stuff we need to think about, especially since we have a non-traditional way of making money.
Right.
You know.
Exactly. It's very
Yeah,
true.
like Hank says, you're still not guaranteed a check from a regular job. Work for companies that legit said, we don't know when we can pay you. Not much in life is guaranteed, but death and taxes, as they say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the truth.
Frankie's Fine says life insurance only follows you when you retire if you keep up the payments, which will be higher as you will be paying the employer share as well as your share.
Yeah.
I think it depends on because like my uncle who passed away, he had life insurance, which was just part of his pension plan that went away, cashed out, and he didn't pay any premiums into it from the day, you know, after he retired out of that factory job and stuff. So, I mean, he lived another 30 years after retirement. So, it just probably depends on what kind of pension plan, what kind of retirement package you have.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's harder to find those kind of jobs where you get that kind of
heck yeah.
Benefits and stuff. I mean, unless you go work for the government, they got all the benefits, and if you work in the private sector, I mean, it's very hard to find anything with any decent benefits.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, some credit unions. My credit union offers life insurance also. Yeah. But again, that's another payment, you know. So you have to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look and see what the cheapest way of going is, you know. I know my husband, he's like, well, I told my husband, I said, well, I'm putting money away for funeral, you know, if I ever die, because, or when I die, somebody's going to have to pay for my funeral.
Right.
You know, and I want to make sure that it's taken care of, you know.
Very, very true.
Wonder where Todd's at today.
I don't know.
Rummage sale or something.
It's Wednesday, so.
Maybe he's just spending time with his mama.
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's true. That's true. His mama's in town, so.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't mean to be a doubter, but it's just, it's stuff we need to think about.
Yeah, it's life.
Oh.
Here I go being the conversation killer.
Yep. Good job, Nikki.
Kudos to you. But that was something that I was thinking about, you know, when I, before I quit my job, because Mike was like, well, just put your 2 weeks in and you know, you can just do eBay full time. Of course, I was like, what? And I was all excited, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna lose our insurance, we're gonna, you know, lose all of our benefits that we've got, and everything. And I was really considering not doing it because I was just so scared. But when we sat down and figured out all, you know, put all the numbers down on paper, it actually turned out that we'd be saving money just by me staying home. And so that was a, you know, that was a kind of a shocker with that. But
and there's a lot of families that are like that. You know, a lot of families are doing that these days. They're keeping their wives home or man home because it's cheaper to only have one income.
Right. With daycare and all that,
and
you know, because you're paying, you know, so much in daycare. It's just not, it's not work, you know, it doesn't work.
We have a family member that he's a vice president at a bank, and his wife's a school teacher, and their baby, I mean, they were so happy when it finally made it to 4K because the daycare is so much money.
Oh, exactly.
I think I'm not sure. I know it's over $1,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. It's more than a, you know, sometimes even more than a house payment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because minimum, they got paid them.
Yeah.
But, you know, and that's the thing is if you can have, you know, if your husband can work outside the home and provide insurance and, you know, all of that, why not, you know, do like a, you know, stay at home mom, and you can work eBay on the side. You know, you can do a little bit, you know, during nap time, or, you know, and then make it sound so easy, because I know it's not an easy thing to do, but, you know, to do that part-time and bring in a little bit of money to, you know, help with the bills. I mean, that's huge, you know.
Yeah.
I
like
or,
sassy.
you know, or even, you know, you could, you know, sell used things, or you can make things. I mean, really the opportunities are endless when in that situation. So, you know, sometimes you just got to think outside the box a little bit and you know, do what works for you.
Like Sassy said, here, 200 plus a week for her 3-year-old.
Yeah.
You know.
Is Roscoe on your chair, Valerie?
That's why I didn't work a regular job when Brandon was a baby.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why work? Jim's like, why work a job and then give all your money to daycare? He goes, you might as well just take care of the kid.
Well, wait a minute.
Roscoe's not in the chair?
Nobody's in the chair.
No, but I didn't.
Look at that.
No.
Sassy Seller said Mother's Day out is $180 for 3 mornings a week for a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
Maybe Mike's in the chair.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Because it was just moving.
But no, all 3 dogs are on the couch.
Oh, maybe that's what they were talking about.
Oh, that's creepy.
I don't know. I thought I saw your chair move. Anyways. Hi, Mike, if you're watching.
Yeah, they're all over on the couch. That's kind of weird, but okay. Yeah, usually you can see, like, sometimes Roscoe will be in the chair, and he'll be when he just gets in the chair, or when he gets out, the recliner will start moving, rocking a little bit. But yeah, they're actually all 3 snuggled in on the couch. So no, it's something on the couch.
Yeah, but yeah, they're
over there moving. It's probably Ringo. He's chewing on a rawhide thingy.
I'm
sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
But good show today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Sounds good. I gotta go take pictures. I gotta listen.
I gotta get some pictures taken too. get some listings done and get some sales. I need some cha-chings. Lots of cha-chings today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
Philip Leitner said, we got 3 raises when my kids stopped drinking formula, stopped wearing diapers and stuff, and finished pre-K. Yeah.
That's right.
I remember the diaper and formula years.
Oh,
God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a killer.
No, they just brought in that salt.
Everybody have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Keep your eye out for
Yeah, these are the 4 kids.
we might have a listing party tonight, possibly. So hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now.
Bye.